I am in my workroom, which is like just so cool. So I'm at the new house. Obviously, I have my office downstairs. This is going to be the workroom. And I wanted to jump on live for a super quick training today. Really quick. This is just purely strategies that I'm going to teach you that I've learned from multiple different people, and I'm going to do it all in one video so you can pick your favorite and you can start doing reels. Okay? You have to start doing reels. Tell me in the comments, just say yes or no. Yes, you're doing reels, or no, you're not. Very simply, yes or no. Let's take a little poll. Okay? And then tell me if you watch reels. Do you watch reels? Or do you watch TikTok? Either way. Do you watch reels on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? Either way, say watch, or I'm a watcher, or whatever. You're a scroller. Okay. We have lots of no's already, you guys, between Instagram and Facebook. Okay, we got a couple yeses, but we got more no's. So here's the thing. I'll just start with this, okay? One, I don't think reels are an option. I don't think reels are an option, okay? They're not optional anymore. Maybe a year ago, you might have felt like they were optional. They are no longer optional. If you want to grow a business online, you need to start doing reels. This is just like live video 6 years ago, when it felt like maybe it was optional, only like the top people were doing it. Now everybody does it, and now even live videos, even kind of like old school, right? Literally people do it on their very first day. That's gonna be reels, okay? If you don't jump in now, like 5 years from now, it's just gonna be silly, okay? Like everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it, you might as well do it. You gotta learn. It's gonna be a skill that you have to have in your business. You might as well start now. 2 years from now, it's going to be like boring. It's going to be old. Okay. So you jump on it now. Here's the thing with reels is they're new. Well, they're not new. They're not. They're like 2 years old at this point. But to a lot of you, they're new. To a lot of you, you're just now starting to scroll them. You're just now starting to watch them. Maybe for a while you thought TikTok was only for young kids or whatever. And it's like, now I follow this like much older lady who skyrocketed to 20,000 followers in like 90 days, and she doesn't even know how to do the words right, but she's consistent, and I'm like, who is this chick? She's freaking phenomenal. Half of y'all probably know who I'm talking about because I've shared her like 3 times, so I'm like, how does she have 20,000 followers? You guys, it's all about imperfect action. It's all about imperfect action. So anyway, this is not the point. I have 4 actual methods for you guys to learn how to get more comfortable with reels. Someone said, you've done a few and you're terrible. She's gonna be, exactly. You're gonna be terrible. You're gonna be pretty terrible at first. And I think that's what people are not willing to do. You're not willing to suck. You're gonna suck. I love all of you. You're all gonna suck. Scroll back to my TikTok when I first started using TikTok. Scroll all the way back. It's embarrassing. My live videos when I first started were horrific. They were so embarrassing. I watch and I'm like, what was wrong with me? Like, they were so bad. Like you feel sorry for me because you can tell I'm so uncomfortable, okay? You're gonna suck. You're gonna suck before you get better. Just like the first cake you bake might suck, but then eventually you might be a pro. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. The first time you try to cook something, you're gonna burn it, you know? You're gonna burn a couple reels. It's gonna happen. Guess what? It's the internet. You can delete it. You can delete it. It's the internet. It goes away. It's fine. Reels are amazing. You need to start using them. You can pick Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I really don't care. I just want you to start taking action. Okay? I just want you to start trying them and start doing them. So here are 4 different methods. I like methods because I like to have some sort of system that I'm following, because if I have to make the decision, I'm not going to. Is anyone else like that? Like, if I have to come up with my own schedule, I don't have to do that. It's fine. Like, I'll put it off and put it off. I'll disappoint myself. I don't like to disappoint other people. But if I have a set schedule, I'm pretty much going to stick to it for the most part. I just don't like making the schedule. So I'm going to make you 4 different schedules, and you can pick one. Okay? So one of them, probably the most common one, this is the one I hear about all the time. I actually do want to address this. I'm going to go into the methods because I'm going to lose some people. I'm going to come back and I'm going to address the watching. The first one is the most common one that I see, and that is saving and batching. saving and batching. Okay, what that means is you can save reels, you can favorite TikToks, you can save reels on Facebook, so you're saving them for the future. Okay, so saving and batching, I suggest giving yourself a 1 hour schedule. 1 hour, like it needs to be scheduled. Like you need to know on Sunday at 7 p.m. I am locking myself in a room and I am batching reels. I need you to tell your spouse, I need you to tell your kids, for 1 hour, I'm locking myself in the room so nobody can see me because my face is hot. This is embarrassing. I'm getting sweaty. Like I cannot do reels in front of my husband. I wait until he's out of the house. He can't even be in the house. I cannot record reels if my husband is even in the house. I will start getting sweaty and I cannot do the reels, okay? So I hear you. I feel you. And guess what? I do them anyway, okay? So for 1 hour, 1 day a week, pick one day. You can start with 30 minutes if you want to, but like I always suggest like 1 hour. So 1 hour, and you are going to batch reels. So throughout the week, as you are scrolling reels and scrolling TikTok, you're saving. So that at the end of the week, when you have the 1 hour, you can sit down and you can batch 7 reels in one sitting. That's going to give you 1 a day for 7 days. And then the next week, you're going to batch content at the same time, and you're going to do 7 more. Okay? So that's the batching method where you save and you batch. You save and you batch. Once a week, in 1 hour, you bust out 7 reels, and then you have 1 a day for 7 days, and then you do it again every single week. Okay? So that's the save and batch method. The next one is the if you want what I have, do what I do. I like this one. I use this one. Follow people that do reels consistently that you look up to, okay? Who do you look up to that does reels consistently? I'm not saying follow someone that does 1 reel a week, okay? You're not getting out of this. Follow someone who does 1 reel a day, okay? If you want what I have, do what I do means very simply, they do a reel, you do that same reel. You use that sound, you can use their same text. I'm telling you, with reels, it doesn't matter. You can literally copy them because it's still you. It's still your face. It's still your gestures. It's still your awkwardness. It's still you. But you're just using the sound, and guess what? So is everybody else. It really doesn't matter. So if you want what I have, do what I do is the method where you follow someone, and when they do a reel, you do a reel. They use a sound, you do the sound. You literally follow them step by step by step, okay? I like that one. I did that one last year. It worked really well. Next, number 3 is the no save method, okay? You are not allowed to save reels because if you are scrolling and you find that one that you want to save, imperfect action, you just stop and you do it. You want to do it, do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to look perfect. Your office doesn't have to look perfect. You want to do it, stop and do it. Once a day for 30 days, when you're scrolling, you don't get to save. The moment you want to save one, you just stop and you just do it and take the imperfect action. That's the Fraser Brooks method that I'm totally obsessed with. That's how he learned how to do reels. And guess what? When he first started doing them, they weren't as good. Now he's totally kicking butt making his own reels, and he's not even using sounds. He's just doing them himself. But the way that he learned was he said, for 30 days, I'm going to scroll. I'm going to give myself 2 minutes. Because otherwise you're going to get sucked in. He said, I'm going to give myself 2 minutes. I'm going to scroll, and the moment I find one that I'm like, okay, this one, it's just this one. Plain and simple, okay? Then the next one, and I'll come back to your question in just a second. The last one, this is actually like my favorite. So I've done the other one, the if you want what I have, do what I do. And that one works really well, especially if you follow anyone very, very closely and you just are going to do what they do. This one, though, is the Jessie Lee method, how she skyrocketed. I mean, literally, like, if you guys follow her, in her podcasts, she talked about... That's my children. Hold on, guys. My kids are... Why are they ringing the doorbell? This is real life. It's got to be my kids. Oh, my gosh. I have one more method for y'all. What are y'all doing? I am on live video. I just had to walk all the way downstairs to come get you guys. Where's Josh?
Oh, Ash was asleep. Can we say hi?
Yeah.
Hi.
Say hi since they just had to watch me. Hi. It's okay.
Josh is being
No, that makes sense. I was like, what is going on? Okay.
Gavin was the one who spammed the doorbell.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad he spammed the doorbell so that I knew that it was him. Okay, y'all. I said this was going to be quick so that I would get it done before they were home, but here we are. Okay. We're going to come back in here. I'm going to tell you the last method. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You love how you just stopped. Oh yeah. Yeah, I will do whatever I need to do. This is how we build a business, y'all. Okay, so the last method, the Jessie Lee method. I have been following Jessie Lee for a couple of years now, and she, when she first started TikTok, she had no idea what she was doing. Like, literally, you can go back and find the podcast. There was one where she talked about TikTok, and she's like, I just joined it. I think this is for teenagers. I'm not going to dance. This is stupid. Like, all the things that you probably think right now. Okay? And this was her method. She said, I would scroll TikTok. This is before Reels were on Instagram. This was only TikTok, okay? She was like, I would scroll TikTok, and then... That's really cool. She said, the moment I heard the same sound twice, I would do it. She's like, because if I heard it twice in 5 minutes, it has to be a sound that's going viral. So she literally, if she heard the same sound twice within like 2 minutes, that's the sound that she would do that day. And I was like, that's so freaking smart. And you guys, I still do that. Like to this day, you know how when you're scrolling and you hear the same sound over and over and over again? That's called a clue. It's a clue that you should also be doing that sound. It's really that simple, okay? So if you're scrolling and if you're like, man, this sound is popular, yeah, it is. It is, and it's a business decision for you to stop consuming and start creating, okay? And that's what this all comes down to is so many of y'all are consuming. Stop consuming so much. If you want to be a creator, if you want to be a business builder, if you want to make money on social media, stop watching everybody else and start taking action, okay? So, last thing I was going to tell you is that if you still feel totally lost and you're like, all of this makes me nervous, there are free guides. There's a ton of free guides for like 30-day Reels challenge where they're free. A lot of them are like totally free. They're just going to add you to like their email list. It's like a freebie. And so they'll literally give you like step by step, click this sound, do this movement, add this text. That's your day 1, okay? Day 2, we're going to add a little transition in here, okay? So like there are step by step guides that are free. You can just find them. And then, as always, I'm going to tell you that your best university is always Google. So you can Google how to make a reel. You can go to YouTube, how to make a reel. And I believe in this so much because women on my team, just this past week, we did a 5-day Reels challenge. And I had multiple women do a reel for the first time. And guess what? This is the first time I didn't train them. I did not do any sort of video that said, this is how to do it. The ones who said, I've never done one before, I said, you can look it up on YouTube. And they did. And here they are, 5 days later, they've done 5 reels, and they're doing great. So you can too. Okay, I'm gonna go find my crazy kids. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for dealing with me and staying on. I am going live every day this month to give generic training to anyone in network marketing. So if you liked this video, feel free to follow, feel free to tag a friend, feel free to share, turn on notifications, all the things. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.